And do you know why he's not famous in the U.S. as an international? Because he was David Hasselhoff. He was in Europe, nailing it huge. Everybody loved him. He was gonna do his U.S. musical debut, and that's when OJ did his Bronco chase. That night was David Hasselhoff's big pay-per-view event, and OJ killed his wife and escaped through the Bronco, so it totally fucked up his U.S. music launch.
God damn it, OJ! There. Turns out OJ ruined more than 2 lives that night.
Yes. Ruined
That's what he stole from us.
He stole so much from us, and his Twitter's not even that funny.
OJ? Yeah.
OJ.
A lot of it is just like jokes like, I killed her.
Yeah.
Imagine if I murdered someone and was tweeting from a golf course drinking a Mai Tai right now. And it's just like him, sunglasses on, Mai Tai. Yeah. Wearing like holding up like, what do you guys think about my golf glove? And it's like, oh Jesus, OJ. Like
OJ's
that's a funny joke.
You know,
but
I don't know how people
pretty sure he killed those
him.
people.
Oh, I've definitely killed those people. Like I'm so sure he killed those people. He wrote that book called If I Did It, you know, like he killed those people.
Oh, you're so sure of that, but you defend Bill Cosby all day, every day.
No, I don't. He raped all of those
all
women.
day, every day. Kyle's
I defend
Bill
Kevin
Cosby.
Spacey because I think it's justifiable. Whatever it takes to fuel that mind that creates those films is worth it in the long run. 100 years from now, when you look at that art that he creates, you won't think about some 14-year-old whore who was at an adult party for some reason doing cocaine. You'll think of, I don't know, American Splendor. You'll think of The Usual Suspects. You'll think of House of Cards, just not the last season.
No, House of Cards isn't going to be remembered at all.
I really
but
like
Usual
that first
Suspects
season.
is great. You're right. That is, but you know, he should
American
probably
Beauty, not American
gone to
Splendor.
jail.
That's the one where he's macking on that 14-year-old. He's imagining her all naked with like rose petals all over and shit. He's like pumping iron. That's so good.
Yeah. He's like 40 years old. He's macking on a 15-year-old next door.
Well, and very gay, like clearly gay. He's so miscast in that as a lustful, like middle-aged dad who's like, gotta get some of that boom, that underage boom. Like that's not. He's never said those words, not once.
No, but he is a ghoul.
Not like a real man. Is he?
And seemingly in real life. Yeah.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I guess all
think
those
he's a
people
bad guy?
Yeah.
What, because some people look, all that community, don't want to be offensive, but they're known for, you know, having high rates. So I find what you're inferring here very offensive.
Well, I would
Jesus
be fine.
fuck, Taylor, relax.
I you know, you're right. When you're wrong, you're wrong. You just kind of sometimes you gotta shut your mouth and
there's two kinds of suicide.
Dick, you know about this.
The kind that gets away with troubling accusations.
3 days ago, I was accused of things that make my blood boil. Like he made that fucking video. It was like 4 hours after someone was like, he assaulted me and like abused me, and he's like, now the thing about that, we're making Thanksgiving dinner. We'll do it, and after this, go over to my Let's Play channel. And it's like, what the hell are you doing? I'm gonna play.
I watched it 2 months ago. It's worse than you remember. It's like, oh my god, he is really making like threats to people. He's and
like, then what happened?
But you
they all
always
started dropping
when
dead.
I push the limits. That's what you want to see, isn't it? You want to see me. You want me back. He says those words, but I know you. You want me back. He really thought at that period he could be like, fuck that whole season of my TV show you made. Bring me back and let's do it again. Like he thought that would happen.
It works in sports.
That would have been awesome.
There are plenty of people who rape people. They impregnate 13-year-olds. If they can shoot the three, they're welcome back on the team.
Basketball's the worst about it, too, because some of the basketball greats who are right now respected and in the Hall of Fame are like child.
Like think of Karl Malone?
Utah Jazz, right? Yeah,
Karl Malone.
I'm Karl Malone. I've never seen Karl Malone, but I remember when they make fun of Karl Malone on Mad TV, and then the guy would always just go, I'm Karl Malone. So I imagine him as an even more slow and stupid Shaq.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, but he impregnated a lot of people, including some children, right? Like a lot of children.
One child that I know of, and she was 13. You know, practically a woman.
That was Karl Malone.
Yeah.
Karl Malone got a 13-year-old pregnant, and he got to keep playing.
Oh yeah, he had a Hall of Fame career.
Yeah,
That's unreal.
See, Kevin Spacey
Sponsorships
can
and
come
shit.
back. He
Thank
didn't
you.
impregnate any men.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kobe had a rape
let
case.
us know. That explains
but
it all.
I think he beat, or I forget how his thing.
It's like an adult
He was
woman.
20.
It's kind of if you're a famous, the most famous NBA player in the world, and a woman gets within grabbing distance of you, I don't really know what to tell you. Sorry that happened.
Where this happened.
I think a football is the one where people beat the women though.
I mean, Kobe straight up that lady and then like bought his wife a ring to make up for it. And then we all just said, whatever, man. Let's go Black Mamba. Like Mamba power. Oh, he's got that Mamba attitude. What can you say? He just goes for it. Everybody just said it because he won he kept winning championships and we wanted more, I guess. Or somebody did. I didn't care.
Honestly,
I love whenever Reddit makes fun of his autopsy photos.
You sent me the image of his autopsy photos. There was so much less of. I guess I didn't know what I expected, but like, there's really not that much left of you after a helicopter crash.
So it's not a photo, but it's like they have like a picture of a human body, and like the coroner has written like and drawn on that body to describe what happened to Kobe, and he's like obliterated. There's chunks everywhere, and Reddit always said something like Reddit will say something like a photo of a rapist, and you'll click it, and I'm like, I don't understand. Is this what happened to a rapist in like India? Because sometimes they'll like burn them to death over there or do gruesome things. And I looked, and then it says like tattoo of 2002 NBA championship on right tricep, and I'm like, wait a second, that's Kobe. That's Kobe.
I have a question. I'm gonna start with Dick. Dick, Kobe Bryant died at 41. However, he lived a very charmed life. As a young guy, he traveled the world. He was one of the best basketball players to ever pick up a ball. He won 5 championships. He's rich beyond belief, but he died at 41.
Yeah.
Would you take that life or that of like an attorney who helps people get out of traffic tickets but lives till 80?
I hate basketball. So I don't want to be playing basketball every day or like talking to everybody in the basketball arena. And
what do you want to be, a boxer?
Assholes.
Some equivalent, parallel boxer or something.
Oh, like can he just be super rich and die at 41? Yeah, that's fine. I'm 42 now. This year's been bad. I imagine next year will be bad. I don't give a fuck. It's starting to get repetitive. I'm starting to hear the same shit that I already heard, like as a kid, as a 20-year-old. So I'm like, I heard this. I've already seen this culture war before. I don't give a fuck. Put me in the ground.
All right, so Dick,
that's a secret message. If you're a stalker of mine, that's a secret message I'm broadcasting to you specifically.
Great.
Yes, and I am affirming the secret message.
I mean, maybe to be Kobe, because Kobe's got like statues and documentaries. Like they'll be talking about Kobe 100 years from now. They'll think he was way better than he actually was, and
does he still have statues?
Kobe, they're making new ones now. Like it's. There's a big culture around Kobe still, you know?
Yeah. His opinion in the basketball world rose when he died.
Yeah.
Did he go through a big downtime
couldn't
for the rape? Like,
no.
Oh, yeah. When the thing was bad in LA.
He barely missed any games, though. Like, he'd go to court and then play that night.
Yeah. He got made fun of a lot, though.
Yeah.
Damn, I don't think there is a career like other than maybe like elite politician who goes to underage islands. Like as far as professional athletes, that has to be the number one that they're like, oh yeah, he savagely beat the shit out of a 5'2", 98-pound woman in an elevator, but he's really fast.
Athletes, musicians, and politicians, I think, might get away with that. And musicians, not all of them. It's how good you are. Like let's assume Michael Jackson's guilty. The music was so good, he can children, and we're all still like ABC. The easiest one.
It's the easiest one.
but if you're like Chris Brown, who's just so good, everyone's like, fuck that guy. He peed on a girl. I think it was him.
He didn't. No,
R. Kelly peed on that.
R. Kelly. Yeah, R. Kelly's in jail right now. You know why?
Yeah, he's in jail forever.
Michael Jackson.
I think R. Kelly Yeah, it's true. But he also like recorded himself and pissing on the young women and then uploaded it to the internet, apparently. I just want to say this. My friends were watching R. Kelly pee on girls when they were when we were like 15. You know, they were like, have you seen the video of R. Kelly peeing on those girls? I'm like, how would I access it? They're like, the internet. They're like, the internet. I'm like, I use it for math homework, man.
Am I going to go to the library?
I didn't know I had no idea what you would type into the browser to find R. Kelly piss videos, you know? Like, genuinely, I didn't when I was 15. Like, what the fuck? So, but they had seen it. My friends saw it when we were teenagers, and yet he didn't go to prison until they made a documentary about it in 2020, and then actually went after him and got him like last year. They just got him. That was 20 fucking years ago. We were watching him girls, underage girls, and piss on them.
I think he kept going too. Like
they did that Boondocks
Yeah, it wasn't a
episode
one-time thing. He wrote songs about it.
Yeah, I had a similar, like, you're practically telling me, they're like, Woody, did you see that video? And I'm like, yeah, 39 times so far.
I did not see the video.
I haven't seen it either.
I genuinely didn't, but you know, it's just crazy that it was just there. And it was like, why isn't anyone talking about this that matters? Why is it the guys on JV football team that have the evidence right now and not a district attorney in Los Angeles, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck's happening right now? But 25 years later, we got him, I guess. He got to live one hell of a life, though, and who knows how many ladies he pissed on in the interim. But they got him eventually.
Probably some. Yeah,
but you're right. If you're talented enough, you can get away with just about anything because people don't want to believe it. Come on, not mine.
And wealthy helps too. Oh, we left out businessman because I believe that if you're super rich, what am I like? As if the DuPonts didn't kill people and get away with it.
Sure, but if we're talking,
rich, you can straight up kill.
But
people.
like your business poisoning a river's one thing, but when you're the guy who's out there, like, what did the DuPonts do that I don't know about? Did they actually lay hands on people? I don't know about.
The dude was really into wrestling, and they murdered him. I think.
Oh, that guy, Foxcatcher movie, yeah, with you should watch that. Yeah, you'll love it. It's got I haven't seen it, but you'll like it. It's got a Steve Carell with a fake nose playing the DuPont guy, and it's got G.I. Joe as his wrestler prodigy that he's like macking on that eventually, gets him.
Yeah, we're on the same page. You seem to remember more about it than me.
Yeah.
Not a single.
Mike Tyson isn't Kabbalah? Did that happen?
It
seems like something like that happened.
No, he was
he's a black Israelite.
For a while, he was with the Nation of Islam, I believe. Right? Praise be to Allah. And then he talked about eating people's children.
That's that does
not just their foreskin.
He has some of the most classic interviews of all time. He has the one where he's screaming at the guy like I'll fuck you till you love me, you fucking shit. And it's like, oh shit. That's the man that you're gonna fight tomorrow night. That you're comfortable saying that to in front of all these people. That's wild. Then there's a woman interviewing him once, and she went too far. I don't know what she asked. He's like, normally I don't associate with talking to women unless we want to fornicate. So we should probably stop talking right now, unless
Man,
and
she's big
like,
on the
he's big on the implication.
Back to you, Tom.
That was after the rape, I think.
And then it was. Then 8 years ago, that guy on ESPN or something, I think that the mayor of some mayor met with Mike. And the question was, do you think it might be bad for the mayor's campaign now? Because, you're a convicted rapist. And Mike's like, nobody brought that up or said anything like that. Or you're a fucking piece of shit, you rat fuck. And he's like, we're live right now. I don't give a fuck. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Fuck you rat fuck, piece of shit. And the guy's like, well, that's Mike Tyson. We're going to go ahead and it's getting scary. Mike's getting real upset about this whole thing and bringing up the shit. And I don't think Mike that lady because I just don't. I always believed Mike and disbelieved OJ. That it was just clear to me that one of them was lying and one was telling the truth.
Yeah, I agree. But I don't remember exactly why I don't think he raped her, but I remember it was litigated and reviewed after the fact, and it was like, oh yeah, okay, that he really did get railroaded, but now all the facts are lost to me.
Yeah, I forgot all the facts too. He was found guilty in a court of law, which isn't a good look.
Yeah. He went to prison.
Wait, were these multiple?
He came out looking great.
One he was guilty and one he wasn't, or is it?
No,
I don't know anything about it.
He was found guilty of raping a woman one time, and he went to prison for it. And that's kind of what that's the whole thing.
Robin Givens, wasn't it?
No,
that's Howard Stern's co-host.
Another Givens.
That's Robin Quivers.
Robin Quivers is the co-host. Robin Givens was his ex-wife, I think, and not the person. And I'm not sure about this. Did he rip a hotel maid or something? I'm not sure about that.
I don't think Mike Tyson has ever raped anybody.
Didn't he go to jail for it after being convicted?
I mean, I don't know what that has to do with anything.
Oh, she met him in a nightclub. So I had that wrong.
Yeah. I know that interview you're talking about, Kyle, where he talks to that guy who says, we quote it all the time. Like me and my girlfriend goes, you seem like a nice guy, but you're really kind of a piece of shit. Mike, we're live right now. I don't give a fuck. You're like a rat fuck over there. That's so awesome. You seem like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit.
Just the amount of confidence, like sitting across from the table from anyone as Mike Tyson, like that you must have, like, because he's like, there are rules to society, but I will disregard them. Like, and he's gonna fuck you up. You see videos of him now; he's like 60, and he can fire off 5 punches.
Mike's been through a lot of stuff. His daughter died tragically. I think she drowned in a pool or something. I remember seeing him on Rogan, and this is like 8 years ago. Like he hadn't worked out or jogged or done anything for like a decade or something. And Joe's like, you don't work out at all? Because he still looked big. He looked fat. It was like hangover times. And he's like, no, I can't do that because that ignites my ego. And I start wanting to run faster. And I start wanting to run quicker. And I need to hit that heavy back harder. And he's like, I can't do that. I can't let that version of me come back. And then like 4 years ago, he was like, the gods of war have called on me to rekindle my fighting spirit. It was literally something like that, he said. And then he started working out again. And he went from fat to like Mike Tyson again in like 6 months. And then he fought whoever the fuck, another boxer, like an old boxer.
Was it Cuba Gooding Jr.? Roy Jones, I think you're right. Cuba Gooding Jr. is an actor, isn't he?
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of radio in this ring. He's a retard.
Cuba Gooding Jr.'s like, I'm from the method school of acting, son.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of this snow dog motherfucker. Like,
I think he played a boxer once. I'm not even sure.
Did he? I don't know. But I would pay to see that in the ring. Cuba Gooding Jr. playing boxer versus Mike Tyson as a boxer.
Yeah. Cuba Gooding Jr., Sugar Ray Leonard versus Mike Tyson's Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson as Mike Tyson.
Wait, no. That guy's got an Oscar. I'm afraid.